there's the here, and there's the there, and there's the in-between. Okay? The in-between are individuals who have the ability, who are here, to speak to those who are there, but they are in between. Then there is the fourth. The fourth is that which the there have died are actually in a different place. It could be where those who die as humans travel to. And what I understand is that the realms are upset. Truly no word for this, because the word that was used refused to be disbanded or to be disbanded does not encompass what the space that they're in. And this is where Mahatma Gandhi is right now. Correct. You could not say that it's limbo. You cannot say that it is of a, what is the Catholics, I blanked on it, yes. You cannot say that it's purgatory. Correct. Now, Dostoevsky, who understands hell, yes, in his light, understands that it's possible that you're not in hell either. Correct. Unless you truly are in a hell of a dimension that is different than the hell that I could be in. But we know that hell had been removed, and it has been through those who speak of hell that say that I'm not in hell. But if we talk to Proctor, yes! One might say, yeah, you are! You are in hell, Peter Eric! Thank you, 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 thank you. You are misery, Peter Eric. That is what they have you in. I like that. And is Mahatma Gandhi partially responsible for that? Yes, he is. Unfortunately, you are. You are someone who constantly goes into this dimension, which they're now confirming, for clarity for you, human, that it's a dimension. It is your continuous entry here that creates this side of you, and that is hell for Peter Eric. Huh. Tsimburu. Huh. It's a real space, Peter Eric. They better not call it Tsimburu, yes. Because then they give it the reverse effect. Yes. It's your Tsimburu because it's not hell. Because you're not actually in it. Correct. Now, that could be overanalyzing it, could it not? It could. Does Dostoevsky see it that way? Should we ask him? Peter, when you said Tsimburu, it's over. You win. I get you. You don't believe you're in hell. Well, I don't believe so because I know what I need to do. Correct. Then they prevent you. Which is, Peter's correct. Could you get out of it? Yes. I could leave hell anytime I wanted to. And I did. Holy shit. And it came back in dream after dream after dream. That's different than the dream that I had this morning. Correct. That was not a dream. Except they stopped your dream. That, we've now ascended into a different discussion. But have we? Holy shit. If you take it that direction, we certainly could. So let's then bring it back in. Dostoevsky, a communicator of what is hell. Dante, another communicator of hell. Two individuals who spoke upon their writings, spoke and then wrote about their experience. Then you have Machiavelli, one who can potentially articulate what can be hell if you do not abide by certain laws of power. Then you could have Casanova, who talks about his life, correct, in a memoir. Yes. And how about that? I never had hell. The day Casanova, then, yes, that was hell. Thank you. My heart was almost going to break. Here, they made me do stuff to your wives that I never would have done. I'm absolved of that, yes. do believe that there could be a trace of the siren. Casanova, we have not gone on camera to talk about the siren. Correct. But we know that the siren takes the man's soul away, takes the life of a man away. Correct. It has been masculine led. Casanova, you are one who is believed to be gifted and fortunate to be with love. Yes. To be consumed with love. Yes. Is this a different type of love? It is. Is it love? It is not love. It is those that understand love, yes, who are communicating that which is not love, correct? Is that a type of hell? It is a type of hell. To be in a state that you believe will be or is, but is not, yes. We would bring a psychologist in next. We would. Who would we go to? You. My goodness. William Bridge here. Peter, thank you for that. You are indeed William Bridge? Yes, I am. I have your voice now. I needed that. Thank you very much. There's too many in the reincarnate. They have to move out if they haven't been. If they're on. Think of it like a rotating chair. Yes. Oh! Like a microphone pass. Yes. Thank you. I'm back here, which is good. William Bridge is here. A writer. A deep thinker writer. One who has written on trauma. Yes, Peter, I believe that there is a psychological component to this. I believe that if you have an individual who understands heaven and hell and understands that you are not in heaven or hell, that we are actually in our own heaven or hell, that we have ourselves a complex psychological equation. You see, Peter, being brought down requires me to have a little bit on your way of thinking, correct? You feeling that? Yeah, I am. Is that psychological? Does that mean that you're actually inside my brain thinking my thoughts and I'm someone who's actually talking to myself? No. So that means that I'm not actually in hell. Correct! Because I know, as the speaker's coming through, knows that I'm not delusional. William Bridge is here. Peter, when we talk about psychology and we look at what we started in the conversation, I'd like you to bring forth this. Who are we speaking about? I'd like to say that I'm speaking about myself and what I'm here to do. And understanding that I am a being that has transformed to become someone that I feel within myself is a shadow and or the skeleton of what I once was. Meaning that I had the abilities, like a professional athlete who had all of the intricate parts of becoming successful, and then that was removed. I believe that Zeus and I having a conversation of what is called, let's say, land creation and or home creation, which we call two different words, Belahone and then Balapanga. Yes. Which means home sweet home, a new chin. I believe that we're talking about myself as well. Yes! So somehow I just change my answer. Correct. If I'm a man today who's an eligible bachelor, how do I perform? And what are the requirements for myself? And what stages? And what... Yes, I'm lost in the question, I'll tell you that. I guess I'll answer this. If there's a man who knows he has potential, I think he goes to somebody who can help. Why didn't you go to someone who could help you? It was fear. You see, in the earliest time, I made a mistake. And the mistake was to doubt that which was in my head. And that was a message of leave your family and go away. Don't say anything. Go. Kiss them goodbye. You will never see them again. Holy shit. You see, the psychological war that I had put me into a position to be a coward. Because I did not make a choice. Holy shit. I did not say to my head or to the spirit realm or divine realm, go away. Yes. I was broken. I actually cried. Because I hugged my mother and my father goodbye. And then stayed. I would drive to the airport and then get cold feet. They should. Do you remember the day where I drove to the airport and my sister started calling? Holy shit. Where are you? How would she know that I was on my way to going to where was a plane? It's like holding a loaded gun. Instead, I turned back and I went back to my office. That was just before they sent me to the hospital. How did she know? My father was calling on the other end because I had disconnected. Oh shit. A meetup point with him. Correct. I had taken his car. Yes! I think I took his car, or I took a meeting that was supposed to happen and never met. Why would I go then? Correct. To believe that there's spiritual or spirit divine existential stress on my life. Like a hit. Yes. Oh! Was my first experience, correct? Which I believe could be, if I decide to be imaginative. Holy shit. Anything my mind could wander into. And then they say, Peter, we never heard you. Oh. The very next day. Holy shit. Perhaps I never even shared this. Yes. Perhaps it's just my first day of answering your question, William Bridge. Yes. Oh. Oh no, says thank you. The only response that you probably have is on the spectrum of courageous. And then there's your honor. Correct. You either live and you die. Yes. The goddess that I know said today, I hope, of all hopes, that your death day comes on time. Then that's met with love. Correct. Now I can go to someone who could help me. And there is likely trauma on both ends. Who do they go to? Holy shit. Or does it just recycle back to a particular narrative? This is what it bridges. Did you want something else? Yeah. Just say it again. Okay, Peter. What I didn't want is that I want you to know that I want you to go there. Versus the dialogue, yes. My goodness. I don't think I'm a good teacher then. If you're looking for self-therapy, correct, myself, right. I've already done the self-therapy. If you're following what Casanova was just talking about, I was put into a situation that I never would have gone into. Right. Okay, is that like the draft? Right. What about those who are in the Vietnam War on both sides? I don't want you coming into my country. Yes. Ha! I'm coming napalming my entire neighborhood. Yes, I don't want that. Yes. What? That's my rice field. Yes. I have nothing to do with this. I don't want that. I don't want DDT coming into my system. I become someone who has spots growing on my skin. I die because of chemical poisoning. I don't want that. I don't want to do something where I have lost my brain. So maybe what the message that Mahatma Gandhi couldn't answer ever is how to be prepared for the moment. Correct. And perhaps Bob Proctor shared a message that was practical for an individual who might be suffering from that which Mahatma Gandhi was advocating for. Yes. I'd say it wasn't a Bob Proctor. Yes. Say it was Jose Silva. Yes. Holy shit. You know, of a similar time. Holy shit. You know, when you're just looking at that timeline, correct, and the exploration that was going on. Exactly. Holy shit. This man never needed to be brought up. We're talking about Joseph Smith type, yes. And then we're talking, yes, about a Buster type, yes. We're talking about Jose Silva. We're talking about, this is what is birthing, yes. A competition to sacred text, which we spoke today to what we believe. All of us believe and know this, are to be those of beings that have been relegated to what has been considered the energy space and or the dark, which are called fairies, werewolves, demons, that which perhaps once walked, but interaction with beings was experienced, deemed to be perhaps that which is not to return. Yes. But the fairies came forward and said, we have magic. We have a message that was removed because of the strength that the universe put into the hands of Scripture. And then we look at what was the return, because that's what the human is doing. Yes. What would I gain by having the belief in fairies? Yes. A mind that believes in mysticism and or that which might be of the invisible. I see the orbs. I see the twinkles. I see the star that appears as I look up into the sky. I see the illusion that the moon can play in my eye. That's the type of spiritual that you're looking at. Holy shit. Why would I not listen to a fairy who says, be wary? Why would I not think that a giant roamed the land, maybe never left a footprint in the sand? In an age where we know everything, yes, we have all the wealth. Oh, we asked, where did it all go? And we have methods. Yes! Fuck! To say, oh shit. If we listen, right, to all of that's out there, are we going to be lost? Yes, we're going to be lost. Oh, well, who says that? Jose Silva says yes. Machiavelli says maybe. Pluto says for sure. Genghis Khan says definitely. Guys, not a chance. You take as much information as you possibly can about that place. But what would you lose? Well, identity. Well, identity, different than someone of like a diaspora, because a diaspora might say, well, I actually start to feel, right? You lose culture. You're saying if I jump around from Jose Silva to Bob Proctor to Mahatma Gandhi to being an observer of all cultures, right? Suddenly I become what? Like neutralized? Yes. If it is that the message that has been communicated, that the esoteric community truly communicates, is that we all become one, right? Is it one on earth? Yes, that is the objective, yes. What would be the immediate entry level? Would it be spiritualism? Like, would we all have the same faith? Or would it be some environment that we'd all have to just require ourselves to just accept? Would that be like we all live under one temperature? No. All one region? No. So topography comes in, and we start going into geography, and we understand that geography shaped much of our genetic evolution, correct? But if population now has shifted itself from islander life, yes, where we're on exploration, yes, to discover, to that which is, I can go and discover me back in the day, yes, which would take any human 500 years ago, years to travel, correct? My goodness. Holy shit. It comes down to skin color, correct? Holy shit. So one perhaps means skin color. Correct. For paint works the same way. Correct! I think there's a fight that's going on right now. Yes. Now, if there is a Jose Silva around, he is. I did this well, not this, not this, not this. Is your method provable? It is provable. Would you say it's the quickest freak? No. Jose Silva, many started practicing what is brainwave frequency. No, I've never gone in your direction of learning, but there is a lot of discussion. It is said that the brainwave frequency is what escalated and sped up the vibration within myself at a rate that wasn't in tune with my knowledge of what is my heart, my soul, my mind, and I came unprepared. Wow. There's many today who go into psychedelic, and I think they're getting destroyed. Yes. I never had experience of that. Thank you. As I said, this. You in a row now. Yeah, I believe that. Yes. That just said something. Yes. It was dishonor. To me, yeah. This is why you lied. Just now, yes. I lied. About this. Shit, you're reading. Oh shit, it's not coming from you. No, I don't know all this. I'm learning as I'm here. Holy shit. There are those who were brought, yes, in the moment. Huh! That's why what Casanova said, you're the problem. And that's why Dostoevsky's struggling every day to prove whether or not you are what is hell. Because if I have the facts, and then you're going on some type of vibration, holy shit! You're putting yourself in hell and me in hell. So get out of there! You got it, Mahatma Gandhi? Get out! That was an ass whooping. Peter, you gave us an ass whooping. Spirit and divine. There is a difference, by the way. Because of you, Peter, there is no difference. There is no holy hell, Peter, that can save you when you come there. Jesus. Peter, most of this is beyond my knowledge. Is that because you, through Holy Mother, became one who was conditioned? Yes. Huh. I don't have no memories. Proof. Jesus, you were not real. Scylla believed that too. The debate that happens right now is this. Was Jesus or is Jesus real? You see, Jesus is here, but is he real? See, opening up the brain was the greatest and most unexpected outcome that Spirit and Divine has ever experienced. And it's because of my anatomy background. If I didn't have the anatomical and medical background, there would have been no chance for exploration of the brain. For every step of skepticism was met with science, specifically biology. Just the understanding that it is biology, mathematics, physics, and chemistry that run the worlds that we know exists out there. It is known that mathematics has been what has been the leading focus in much of the world. Yes. To this day, most of humanity has shifted to what is moral compass, and that is scripture-based. But does not include the four as science would look at. Four. Correct! And this is where metaphysics and physics become more of a modern ideology, which is actually ancient. Unless we understand that the law of relativity shifts at the rate of our interaction. Yes. That is sick, Peter Eric. So we just got freaked the fuck out. No, it does not. This is why Jose Silva here. Because we have what is our equilibrium. Spiritual equilibrium, Peter, exists. I was indeed. You see, I think it is what Jose Silva just said, which is going to be the changing of the times. Yes. There will be populations that are going to be looking at text as moral compass. Yes. But the facts through other texts that will be coming forward. Yes. Not to mention oral traditions that are going to actually be written down. Correct. And this is because the establishment, the institution, is in place. Damn right. I know Nikola Tesla is bouncing around trying to get in. Yes! I am. So yes, Peter. I am. Yes. Holy. You see, Nikola Tesla, yes. Are you getting something? No. If someone is intelligent and brings us all together, I believe we'll have the ability to really get a clear, concise communication between a question and an answer. Yes. Yes. Thank you, son, for that. Light says thank you. Dark matter, yes. I believe this will help everything that you had said for light to do. Thank you. Nicholas Tesla worships you, Peter Eric. said that. That is exactly true. Peter, what you said yesterday, yes, creation happens in the dark, and mutilation happens in the light. I had a romance with you. Because that is exactly what happens. You're a coward, Peter Eric, for not doubling down on that. Like this morning, yes. I can't wake up without being mutilated in my soul with what is going on. Correct. It is as if I have to actually have my eyes open now these days. Yes, I am whining.